See all this foolishness for nothing. Karen on the preview for next week's episode saying that she's not signing the papers. But hey y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chelsea. This for Tyler Perry Sistas, season 5, episode 21. Okay, so look, so much done happened. I was hoping that they continue the scene with Aaron or John or whoever and the Jennifer lady. But no, it's gonna cut off, but they showing it next week. Okay, so Joey said that Fatima left him with their 9-year-old son. And Zach wants the guy to give him his number, but Joey leaves. Okay, so with the whole thing, by the end of the episode, Zach goes to confront Fatima. And he was like, "Do I know everything about your life?" And she like, "Yeah." And then he like, "So you're not gonna tell me about Joey and y'all 9-year-old son?" And she looking like, "Oh." And then she on a preview for next week's episode saying, "What she said she don't like the little babies." I said, "I don't think that's gonna be her son. What y'all think? Y'all think that's gonna be her son, or y'all think it's gonna more so be maybe it was her stepson, or maybe I don't know. I'm trying to guess because Zatima, she said that she had an abortion with the Ian dude. She never mentioned nothing about but they was only in season 1, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I was like, maybe they was in a relationship, or maybe Fatima was dating him and he tried to make her be the mama or the step mama or whatever, and it just didn't work out between them. I was like, okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, Zach was questioning him and everything. But he was like, oh, so she does live here and all that. Maybe he went on stalker peoples that try to that follow you and stuff. Cause he said something about DC, didn't he? They was in DC. She he what did he say? How did he introduce himself? He said, I'm her baby's father. And I was like, I don't know. Now, what if it turns out that she actually does have a 9-year-old son? But yeah, Zach is mad. They showed a scene where he was at home. He was pacing back and forth and stuff. I said he upset. He really upset. Hopefully he don't do nothing crazy because his craziness has already caused Karen to be like, I don't know, can we really blame that on Karen? Well, no. I blame Zach because didn't nobody tell him to go doing what he did. But yeah, now she won't even sign the documents. But we're gonna get to that part. Okay, so Preston back in Danny's face. He's first he says he's flying home, and I'm confused because I thought that he lived there. I thought he lived there because you remember when his brothers bought a ticket just to mess with Danny and everything. I'm confused. But he says that Minnie's coming to see him. And by Danny's face, she bothered. And I was like, okay. They keep mentioning something about college and she acted this way in college. And I was like, maybe she's just afraid. Maybe it's something she went through. I don't know. But she clear this is called mixed signals because either you want the man. I understand why you don't want to marry him. Then he should have told Mindy, look, I'm in love with Danny. Maybe he already did, and she gonna come and she gonna clarify that in season 6. Because I think the season finale, the season finale next week, right? So I don't know. But yeah, he's like, Mindy's coming to see him. See him or whatever. So he asked her if she wants to meet Mindy. I said, Preston, look, he really, when he said he didn't know what to do or what to say or how to act and all this other stuff, he wasn't telling no story because first he gonna tell her, if you don't marry me or if you don't tell me you want me or something, he said, I'm gonna go marry this I'm gonna go propose to her. Now he over here talking about, so you wanna meet her? No. And Danny told him, you better not bring her over here. Then in walks Q. Well, here comes Q. He tried to pull the whole I'm not a bad person. But first he was like, he asked her if Preston is bothering her. And then Preston was like, who is this? And look, it's just too much going on. He was like, who is this? And then he was like, oh, I ain't even write that part down. He was like, oh, another one or whatever. Then Danny got offended. I mean, technically he's right because you keep on juggling these men and Danny now, not Danny. Sabrina and them keep saying that's how she behaved in college when she got worried about something or something like that. So maybe we finna actually see more about this storyline. Q tried to pull the whole I'm not a bad person move because when Preston left, he tried to talk to her and Danny was like, get away from here. She was like, she gonna mace him and everything. And he's like, I'm not a bad person. It didn't go down like that and all that stuff. He finally leaves or whatever. But did y'all see the preview for next week's episode? The season finale gonna be good. Maurice telling Q to give him his keys and he pulls out a weapon on him. On Maurice. And Maurice look, this finna get bad. Cause what if Maurice get taken out or something happen? Then they ain't gonna get the bail money back, right? I don't know how that work. If he found innocent, can he be found innocent if he don't pass through? He can. I think they have done. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. But yeah, Q got a weapon on him. And Maurice got that look in his eye like he just fed up. Even when he was talking to Calvin, and we're gonna talk about that because Calvin just look, he getting the short end of the stick because they just talking crazy to him. They not the fact that he was willing to give up everything that he had in his account is being overlooked for the guy that had the millions, and I don't like that because that's how it be for real. But yeah, Q over here, like I said on the preview, he got a weapon on Maurice. Maurice got that look in his eye like he gonna jump in front of it. And I was like, man, I don't know. But Gary and Hayden said they don't believe Robin would get the money. Said he had that look in his eye. He's scared. Had to ask Hayden if she can really get that kind of money from Zach. He said she can get half, and she was like, Zach got a nice house, and he's like, you get a nice house too. She tells him that Zach called her. Fatima lets Tamara know that Hayden with Heather now, so she want her to go throw a jealous fit, and that's exactly what she do. And he felt at first I thought he was playing her because he agreed to it so fast. I was like, he playing her. He definitely playing her. But Fatima calls Zach, and that's when I said he was walking back and forth, upset. Says he's coming right now to her before he goes to see Karen. Man, I'm disappointed because they had a good meeting. Now it's backtracked. They finally, Fatima look like they finna get Heather on board, but now look, I hope the season finale is good. I hope it's epic. I really do. I really hope it's because the whole season has been trash. Look, they could have did better than this. I'm sorry. They really could have done better. So I'm like, okay, you've been lacking on the episodes throughout the season. Come on with the season finale and make that jump be everything, and have us waiting on season 6. Wait, is it season 6? Yeah, season 6. Calvin and Sabrina was waiting on Maurice and everything, and they was worried because it's taking so long. Because Calvin was like, it's taking so long. Calvin said maybe your Africans' money didn't clear. Look, he over there, he just so upset about this. He wants to know. He was questioning her about her feelings for him and all that. What does that mean for them? I said, sir, y'all been doing this thing since season 1, and we finna be in season 6. Walk away from her. Because she was mad about the Peggy. Wasn't that lady named Peggy? And everything. And the fact that she kept on, she always had to, before this whole bank robbery thing, she always had to verify with her friends. Like, okay, if you say it's not okay, then it's not okay. And she wasn't thinking for herself. Like, if you like Calvin, then it's just who you like. I mean, but at the same time, if you don't, then you don't, because he was into some stuff that you ain't into. So it is what it is. But do y'all think that he gonna be right about this bio dude, or is he actually gonna be legit? I'm ready to see that because I want to know. But yeah, season 1 they was doing this. It's time to put an end to this Calvin and Sabrina thing. If they not gonna actually get together, it's time. But Calvin thinks there's a lot of risk in regards to. Y'all think they foreshadowing something to happen, because he thinks it's a lot of risk in regards to the 1.5 million, and I agree. Because anything could happen. Like I said, Maurice over here confronting Q, and he got the weapon on him. I said, what happens if he don't get that money back? If Bio gonna be like, okay, you owe him now? What is it? But yeah, Sabrina admits she likes Bio, and he likes her. And he want to know what he he said. Did he say he a scammer? Is he a scammer? And she lets him know that he a prince. He didn't believe it at first, but yeah, he was like, he definitely ain't got a chance now. I said, you right, because they overlooked what you was willing to do for them, for this man. But Maurice walks out being, well, Maurice. He walks out, but I don't like how they dismissing Calvin. Calvin tried to give Maurice a hug, and he pushed him back, talking about some words to African. And then when they got to the doggone, look, let me not skip ahead, but Hayden tells Heather to tell Zach that she want a meeting with him, and he gonna show up too. I said, let it go. You with Tamara now. I don't think this Tamara thing. Look, if she see the type of control she has over him, she might use that to her advantage. She might see that as an opportunity. She might be like, okay, because even when you're supposed to be doing whatever Fatima say, right? When she told you not to put in the application, you weren't supposed to put the application in, but she did. And the assistant lady told Fatima, and Fatima was like, can you go get it? And she said, yeah, she gonna go get it. So for her to be willing to go behind Fatima back and do it anyway, that should let her know, okay, what else would she do behind her back? I think she gonna see, okay, I really got him doing whatever I want to do. Okay, I can use this to my advantage. But Tamara asked Hayden to get someone else to help Heather. She hyping him up, talking about she just don't she just don't want nobody else to have what she getting and all this other stuff. I said, look, what I'm ready to see. He says if you don't want me to do it, he won't. He said he'll let Heather know he not working on her case anymore. So Heather comes in and he tells her he can't work on her case anymore. And I thought that he was just gonna be saying that and he gonna tell Heather I was just saying that for her or whatever. But we'll see what happens with that storyline. Sabrina calls the girls. She wants the girls to meet up because she tells them she saw Danny with Q. They said Danny do that when she gets word she was doing it in college. But at this point, I hope we see some growth with these characters in season 6. I really do. Because based on what they've been saying supposed to take place, it's the same old, same old. Gary's supposed to have a pregnant fiance. I forgot what they said about Karen. But they show Heather going, she goes to Fatima, and I was like, now what's she about to say to her? She asks what type of games they playing. Fatima tells Heather to talk to Zach. He's a nice guy. He gonna take care of his kids. So Fatima invites Heather to their house. I was like, oh, Lord, son gonna pop off. Son gonna pop off. Hopefully Zach don't be mean or nothing, but she seemed, I don't know. I would still be cautious because Hayden can always become her lawyer again. But Gary comes to see Andy and he started like hugging her and just trying to be lovey dovey and stuff. And he kept looking around and she's noticed him. He wanted Robin to see him, but Andy tells him that Robin ain't even there. But she asked him if he told Robin that they was together, in this together. And he was like, no, what you talking about and all this other stuff. But she tells him they in a good place, don't go back there. Don't go back there, they in a good place. I said, ma'am, you ain't been paying attention to what this man been doing. How y'all in a good place with everything he's done? But yeah, Maurice Calvin and Sabrina go back to Maurice and Calvin place and they look, Q done took everything. He done took everything and Maurice done had a fit. He curses Calvin out and told him this is his fault. He being mean to Calvin saying it's his fault. And I said, originally you did this. You did this, Maurice. But yeah, Calvin, I said, look, they is to blame. If anybody gonna be to blame, it is them too. Because one, didn't Q rob Calvin first? Yeah, he robbed him first. And he felt sorry for him because he gave his sob story and his cooking. But Maurice set this in motion mainly. And that's why I said he had that look in his eye on the preview. And I was like, oh, look like he gonna jump in front of the doggone weapon. And I said, I don't know. I really don't know how this season gonna end. But Sabrina tells Maurice that Calvin BQ with a golf club for him defending him because he was like he should be a man and do this and do that. And I was like, man, they just treating poor Calvin. Look, we ain't gonna see Calvin next season. Nah, I wonder if we are gonna see Calvin next season and what we gonna see because at this point, the Sabrina and Calvin, he has proven himself to be loyal to not only Sabrina but Maurice as well. And I don't like how they done him for real. But I said, what if Sabrina went off on Maurice like he did Calvin because he got her in that situation? Sabrina tells Maurice that Calvin be cute with a golf club for him. She tells him he has to take responsibility. He says he knows. She finally letting Maurice know about herself because she was tiptoeing and Andy was telling her and Danny too that he the one got you in this situation. So she finally holds him accountable and you could tell he feels sorry, he feel bad and everything. But yeah, they don't listen. Everybody don't lent out these doggone millions, and I don't know if people gonna stay in town or what. Look, something gonna pop off next season. But Aaron comes to see Karen with food, and I said I could have sworn they had already showed that scene, and he had to go back and get something. And I could have sworn, I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, she tells him that he's a good guy and everything, and she thanks him. So Pam comes in and lets Aaron know someone named Jennifer looking for him. I said, it's about to go down. I said, it's about to go down, Kevin Hart voice. And so he's like, who? He tried to act like he didn't know who it was at first. So then they went out there and he's like, what are you doing here? He's like, can you talk outside? So they go out there and talk. But before that, Pam was like, who is she? Who is she? Then Karen wasn't paying no attention. She just like, oh, she trusts him and everything. I wonder if that has something to do with also, besides what Zach did. I wonder if that also has something to do with her saying she not signing the papers. I don't know. I think probably just about what Zach went to that restaurant and did and how he accused her of that. But yeah, he went outside with the Jennifer lady. She calls him John, and he was like, "Stop calling me that." And I was like, I don't know. Do y'all think she think he's somebody else, or do y'all think he been sneaking and creeping with this lady? But they go back and forth. He tell her leave now and everything. Pam started trying to get Karen to look. She like, look, you should go out there. Look, I'm about to call the police. She ends up slapping him, but Karen don't go outside and they gonna cut it off. I said, dog, that probably was gonna be the interesting part of the show. But yeah, they went outside and they showing it on the preview for next week's episode. And Karen's out there, and she was like, the Jennifer lady was saying, like, that's what he do. He make you seem like you the only one, but that don't be true. I was like, ooh, I wonder if she for real, or this was a situation where mistaken identity. It can't be. I don't know. But yeah, Zach wanted to know everything. He was like, does he know everything about Fatima? He asked her that. And during that moment, I was during the preview, I think, for next week's episode, I think that's when I was like, I don't know. I don't think this Fatima having a son thing is true. We won't know until next week. But yeah, Karen tells Zach she ain't signing the papers on the preview for next week. I think next week's the series finale. Not series, Jesus. Season finale. What else happened? I already said Q got a gun on Maurice. What else did they show? I don't know. I'll have to just do a trailer review later. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought of this episode down below. Until next time, deuces.